Welcome to Zeta's fully commented survival run. This time the map is Askandir and we're playing as attacker. Immediately I received an arrow and I tried to heal myself, hiding behind the pole. And after some time, when I saw that it's safe to get out of the ship, I do so. So the weapon is small, it's very good against armored opponents. It's not very good against people with little HP but no armor. So it takes around 2 hits to kill an archer, except if that's special attack, but it's slow, so it still takes a lot of time to get rid of an archer. So after initial engagement I do some chatting. I mean, Chivalry chat is incredibly bad. It's toxic, so I know that nowadays it's free on Epic Games. You can get Chivalry. Please do so. I mean, it's not it's free. It will increase the player base, and guys, since I know the all newcomers will probably read the chat and say, well, it's too toxic and stuff. So try to keep some level of civility there. I mean, let's be welcoming to the new players, because otherwise the kill count will be much lower without new players. By the way, this run is done not during the free week of Epic Games, so the kill count probably won't be as high. Regardless of the weapon being sluggish a bit, what helps if you do heavy attacks and also drags, you can control weapon pretty well and get around the blocks. So for this reason, Maul is an ATA weapon. It also helps if you actually do hits in movement. As for this you need to be in quick class, like Vanguard, like I do now. So now 2, probably the slowest weapons, no problem. The Executioner sword, or the Highland sword, is not a good weapon. I mean, Maul is better. I know there are some guys who like it just due to the sheer size of it, but it's not very good. Take something nimble if you want a sword, take a great sword, or a Messer. They're better. For Maul, usually 2 hits is enough. Now this guy, for some reason, needed more than 2 hits, but all the hits were normal attacks, not heavy, and it was quicker than the punch. I go back and heal because I'm pretty low after that engagement, and also replenishing some mana. I'm also out of bandages, so I go and double check and pick up new bandage just for emergencies. And I try to find the opening. I see there's fire, so there's no point of getting into objective through the fire. The class is squishy, so need to always keep check on my health. Some additional objective points. There's no point really to kill those bots, but I need to pass some time. I also get some score. So for attackers this objective is relatively easy to take. I mean, I don't really like to get downstairs and pick up the bombards, because I don't think you'd like that too much. So I'm more engaged into more action instead. I saw defenders defending this objective, but not consistently. Actually, maybe 1 in 10 games I would see them succeed here. But usually attackers win this hands down. As you see, the map is progressing pretty well for attackers. And I try to engage enemies from behind, that way they can't block and anticipate. For some reason one toxic player is trying to hit me. I'm not sure if he's new or he just doesn't like me. Not sure. Knife against the Maul. Yeah, well, this is not even a contest. Quite simple. And the objective has been captured, so we go forward to the next one. And I receive a headshot. Good for Archer. I'm pretty sure it's a lucky hit. But no worries, I'm healing back. I'll go back to the front. Next objective is also quite easy for attackers to do. What you need to do is basically push... take the flag on 2 places of the bridge. It's not hard, but I usually like to go around the backs and do an exemplary engages, get some kills and go back into the lines of friendlies. So you can see I know the objective is above me, and I'm abusing a 3rd-person view to see what's happening in front of me. So if you play first person, it's probably more immersive, but it doesn't help you with survival and the kills. So I just quickly check the objective. Our team is here, so there's no point. I go back into the middle of the bridge, and from there I should see some archers and whatnot shooting at the objective. And here they are. So there's an archer. One hit. He was low, so he got killed immediately. Now I'm checking what this person is doing. He's not going forward. It would be a surprise maul to the head. He doesn't come here. Maul against the hammer. It's okay. It's a coin toss who wins. Both weapons are the same tier. Now, yeah, if you don't hit with a maul, be prepared to be hit back. Now I'm a bit of the pickle. I saw the enemy jump down. Just need to double check where he is. And here he is. Okay, so we need to circle around. There's water also. You can fall down. So if you try to play this map on this particular place, be underneath the bridge, just be careful with all this water. The thing you can fall down. Now this person blocks well. He doesn't counter well, but he at least doesn't get hit by my drags. So he's okay, but he was out of position. So the map has progressed. We are now in the second part of the bridge. Again, I came in, took an archer and went back. Surprise. Now with maul, it's a bit harder to kill people with quick weapons, like this guy with the rapier. But eventually with some dashing, I was able to get rid of him. It really is important to know and calculate the distance between you and opponent. So the second part of the bridge is also progressing well. I'm also trying to go to the front, double checking if enemy spawn wave is coming. It's not. Okay, so now I probably will be able to get some kills. Unfortunately, one has died already. The one I was aiming for, and then I received 2 arrows. Well, not good. What can I do? Now I need to hide. Now this is a safe place. There's no arrow can get me here. And I circle back to the ammo crate and replenish myself. And go back again to the fight. Okay, there's a new guy here. What he's doing here, no idea. Anyway, he died. So pole weapons are really bad at close quarters. Maul is better. So under the bridge, not much place you can work with. And unfortunately, enemy died, but friendly was knocked by me. Had to get him up. He was in a secure place because there was this particular card that was blocking from enemy archers, so it was safe to revive him. So if you want to revive somebody, ensure there's no enemies around, or that the place is not being peppered by arrows from enemy archers. I got behind back and got rid of the line of 2 polemen. Oh, and that's a third one too. Yeah, well, again with maul, you have to be quite mobile. Get around the guys and quickly leave the situation if you feel that something is not going your way. Oh yeah. That was a good block, but probably thought that was lucky. Because enemy completely whiffed the second time he was against me. And just getting rid of enemies who are showing me their backs. Okay. Again, safe place, I can revive my friendly, no problem. Now I need to replenish my health with a banner. I see one banner in the front as well, but I'm healed. Fully now. While moving, it's harder for enemy to hit me. But here I lost half of my health and I was caught on fire. So it's a really hairy situation. I was lucky not to catch an arrow, because there was no obstacle I could hide behind. So just try to move. And also, if you try to heal whilst you're on fire, then that fire stopped. You can also, the same effect applies if somebody tosses you a health pack, like a footman. You'll be, or, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the way it is. I'm not really sure about the horn ability, but probably also the works that way. So if you're healed not by a banner, then that fire effect will be gone. So use that and you might save yourself. The middle section of this stage is a bit harder, so I don't really like to go there, not yet. So I usually go stick to the sides and also do some getting around maneuvers, like this guy, for example. He's not bad. I mean, shield always helps, by the way, guys, if you're new and you're looking for one-handed weapons, shield is very good. I mean, it will help you survive, it will not help you get a lot of kills. They're more survivability item than damage dealing item. So this stage is also quite difficult for defenders to defend. Usually, I mean, if they do, they usually stop at the last column. But it is not, it's not easy for defenders to defend. And for attackers it's quite easy. Also, if you want additional points, I mean, it's quite generous. One push of that column gives you around 250 points. So that's 2.5 worth of kills. So use that if you want to get ahead in the scoreboard. So I mean, for one column, I think there is 6 pushes or something. So that's 1,500 points for free. So use that for your advantage and a better position in the leaderboard. So I help on the right side. I whiffed my special attack. This is not a bad person. A bit skilled, but I see he's running low on stamina. He's already breathing funny. And my heavy went through friendly. And I was able to hit enemy. Now when you do objectives, turn around and have a look, not to lose situational awareness. I saw 2 enemies jumping down and I decided not to engage the objective anymore, but instead focus on getting rid of the enemy. That's one, and the other is gone. So yeah, quite an easy engagement. So far I think there was just one memorable hairy situation. Let's proceed. So next objective also it's a coin toss for defenders. Pretty hard to defend unless they really have good engineers and attackers are brain dead. But usually like 9 times out of 10 the attackers prevail in destroying the artifacts. Yeah. So I'm full on stamina and health. So I can easily engage now, using my momentum. Right, some interesting engage here. Was also, I can damage the artifact and get additional points, but it's not even close to what you get from pushing the column. So pushing the columns is the stage where you get the most points. A person on fire, sometimes it's hard to understand if that's friendly or enemy. Have a look if he has that small yellow rectangle or square above him. If it is, then that's friendly, don't hit him. He's already on fire, he's panicking. But if that's the enemy, yeah, please do so. Get rid of them and get to the objective. Right. It is quite important to note that sometimes I don't heal with bandages if I see banners or somebody's healing with the horn ability. The idea is that you can always, I mean, quicker heal if you use 2 things at once. Like if you've been healed by the horn and you also bandage yourself, you'll quicker regain lost HP. But I usually don't like to make those trips to the ammo box too often. And for this reason I try to get health from all items except from bandages. So, in order of priority, I try to get healed by anything else and only then the last resort bandage. Now, good throw from the enemy. If he would land it, I might have been dead. I'm not really sure. But it would be close. And now I can proceed to the next objective. So this is the last stage. Basically, we need to throw a lot of fire things, torches and candles into the bookshelves. We're masons, so we sort of don't stand for civilization. So it's probably a bit immoral stage, but this is masons. There's no morale in mason lands, only strength. So this is the law. Anyway, right, a good axe surprise. Did not see that coming. But Yeah, now he lies down with his friend. And even though I'm in a disadvantage, I'm pretty controlling the space. So you see, I just jump down and they're not pursuing me. I heal, regain stamina, and go back up there. They did not do that very well. So try to control and be always aware how you can escape from hairy situations. I'm a pretty good player with a Danax, and it's a good weapon as well. So he did quite well, but he just wasn't good enough to claim a kill. And now tossing the torches. Cool guys don't look at the explosions. In this case, cool guys do not look at fire. Basically, I don't really need to know if it connects or not, because I can see it from the scores UI, so it will notify me if I have lit the objective. But I also need to go back and double check the surroundings, just to ensure that I'm not surrounded. And now there's a pick up candles where I can throw it to bookshelf. Here's another one. Use them, but after one use they're gone, of course, because it would be quite unfair for defenders. And there you go, a lot of points, but again not as much as in the stage where you can push the column. So the center doors here is where I really like to be as attacker. And again, I played this particular map for quite long and I was quite successful to survive. So the last stage I tried to be a little bit more cautious, just to solidify my survival run. I'm not going into the spawn, because on the other side of this circle there's enemy spawn, and if I go there and for some unlucky reason enemy spawns there, it would be quite a shame to sweat all this time and then just lose it to basically a bad choice from yourself. So sometimes, usually last maps, just play it even more careful than if you can. That's true to any map, this too. So I'm just going from one side to the other. I've already lit quite a few objectives, so I think I'm feeling very well. Now I'm quite in a bad situation, got to half HP. Enemies trying to pursue me. He's not, even longsword was not as quick as the maul overheads, because I also did accelerations. So if I look at the floor when I'm hitting overheads, it will land quicker than if I look at the ceiling. It's a standard accel and drag movement. It's true from Chivalry 1 and it's the same here. Right. So I see there's a fight here, but if I go there and I will be blocked by the enemy, by friendly from behind, I won't be able to retreat. So now I decide, if I'm not in control of this battlefield, I don't go in. And here I see one person, just immediately just one person left. And now that's where I like to engage. Of course he died without my help, but that's not a problem. Also my firepot landed on 2 enemies and killed them. That's always good to get free kills. Good engagement by the enemy. Now you've seen I was blocking from one person, but actually immediately attacked the other. So that way the enemy who was trying to attack me, he was waiting for my hit, but that enemy who thought he has a free hit on me received an overhead and died. This is how you fight outnumbered. You block a hit from one person and then attack or do counter onto the other. The map is ending. I had fun, I scored 40 kills and enjoyed the game. I hope you did too. Thank you for watching, and if you want survival arm for a particular weapon, please let me know in the comments. Until next time.